So, I want to talk about performing vs being authentic. I already made a video about this, but I want to clear things up a little bit more because it's very important that you understand what this actually means. Okay, what I mean with performing and being authentic, because manifesting in some ways, okay, consciously manifesting can be seen as performing in some ways, but there's a difference. Okay, so me personally, I focus on manifesting, on teaching manifestation. Okay, manifestation is all about inner alignment. Okay, when you're aligned on the inside, when your energy is aligned with your true higher self. Okay, I mean, it's hard to get completely in alignment with your higher self, right? But the more aligned you are, the more effortless you manifest. Okay, and the better you feel. Okay, because you are closer to that true core vibration of yourself. Performing is a whole different story. Okay, so it's when you're really forcing yourself, okay, to be someone, forcing yourself on someone else to say, hey, this is who I am, right? And it comes off as forced and inauthentic. Okay, but manifestation, on the other hand, is all about changing your identity on a fundamental level, because you realize there are infinite versions of yourself. So it's not like, okay, now I'm this version of myself because I want to be perceived differently, or I want to be, this person for these reasons, or because you're narcissistic. I mean, it's really because you understand that this universe is infinite, right? You can be anything you want to be. So it's not from this ego based level that you're doing this, right? I mean, performing often comes from, this ego and fear based mentality, right? Where you feel like you have to be someone else in order to be accepted, in order to feel happy. But see, it's all about the approach, okay, and how you're looking at it. So I'm gonna talk about the clear differences so that you know what they are. Okay, well, this comes from AI, but it's very very enlightening. Okay, so there are two approaches between both. Okay, so manifestation, okay, is all about internal alignments first and then external action. Okay, so internal alignment first, then external action. So the approach with performing is all about external action first to drive results. Okay, then the energy with manifestation is all about flow, allowing, high vibration. The energy with performing is all about force, struggle, hustle. The method with manifestation is all about visualization, sats, gratitude. With performing, the method is all about strategy and planning. Okay? The focus with manifestation is all about how you feel and believe. With performing, it's all about what you do and achieve. Okay, so with manifestation, you're also co-creating, and with the universe. With performing, it's all about taking sole responsibility. Okay, if what you're doing is like essentially like me against the world kind of attitude. Okay, but you don't have to go about it this way. Okay, don't make it harder on yourself than it needs to be. You are a co-creator by nature. Okay, so this is why it's not about, I told you before in the other video, it's not about demanding, okay, that you are this person now, this new identity, and that you're forcing this idea onto other people. Okay, because a lot of people perform because they want to be perceived differently, right, in another light. But the thing is, it's not about demanding, okay, that you're this identity and that you're forcing this idea onto other people. It's about commanding. Yes, I know it sounds contradictory. So I know it sounds contradictory with what I said previously, but it's really not, okay? Demanding and commanding are two completely different things, okay? So I also wrote down the differences, okay, so I could clearly explain them to you. So, first off, demanding is forced, okay? It's about power, and the focus is on the followers' obedience, okay? You want people to obey you because you claim that you're now this person and you want people to obey you for being that person, okay? Commanding is voluntary. It's about competence and it focuses on the leader's behavior. Okay, so this is not so much about, using your ego. I mean, it's in a sense about ego, but it's not about using it and misusing or abusing it. So yeah, you need to really manifest in a way that is most authentic to you. Okay, but as I said, that doesn't mean doing whatever you want, okay? Because, for example, if you feel like you don't want to work out the whole week, but you know that your highest self would do that, then you need to do that, okay, if you can, because otherwise you're not truly the person that you want to be or that you say you are. Okay, so reality is constantly reflecting you, and if you don't think, feel, act, believe, walk, talk, dress like that person, then you're not that person, okay? Because there are infinite versions of you, so you need to align yourself as best as you can with that version by mimicking really all these things that your highest self would do, okay? If you want to get that reality, okay, that is commensurate with the state that you're occupying. Um, so Also, the RAS in your brain, it's a network of neurons, okay, in your brainstem. It filters out over 99% of the things that you don't focus on, okay? The things that, you don't believe are true for you, that you don't naturally assume. These things are all filtered out, okay? So you cannot even get a reflection in reality of the things that you want if your state is not in alignment with that reality, right? So yeah, you need to be a vibrational match for what you want, okay? This is simple physics. If you are not a vibrational match, there is no way that you're gonna get the reality you want. So, being authentic is all about inner alignment, okay? Your energy needs to be aligned with your true self. So, if you want to learn or know more, I can help you with that with one on one coaching. The link is in my bio. You can also read my free articles, and also I discuss other topics on my website. So, if you have questions about anything related to that, then you're also welcome to ask those, okay? So, thank you so much for watching, and I love you.